Happy August 20th. If you're in Canada, today is actually Burgers to Beat MS Day. $2 from every teen burger sold will go towards MS Canada to help those who have been diagnosed with MS. This cause is near and dear to my heart because back in 2022, I was actually diagnosed with MS. So if you have time today, I would really appreciate and encourage you to go out and enjoy yourself a teen burger and a good cause. Today is also Update 9 of Ancient Mythos Project Pan, which just happens to be probably one of my favorite Project Pans. I just like learning along the way, and then the spontaneousness of the products that I get to pick is also quite a fun aspect. While I think that I picked some pretty dang good products last month, unfortunately I didn't get the best usage out of them, but that's okay. Any progress is good progress. So let's start by going over what we learned last month. The first prompt we had was for Elder Futhark. I did have to look up how to pronounce it because I didn't know if the T went on the first syllable or on the second syllable, but it turns out it's actually the second syllable. This is actually the oldest form of runic alphabet. It has 24 characters and it gets its names from the first 6 letters. The runes were discovered by the god Odin after he hung himself for Yggdrasil for 9 days. The prompt for this one was a pen or pencil style product, and I picked ColourPop's Beeper. This is a muted rose shade. My goal with this product was to get 10 uses, and unfortunately I fell a little bit short. I am wearing it today for the 7th use. So 7 out of 10, not too bad. The second prompt we picked was for Hel. She is the ruler of the underworld realm, where she receives those who die of sickness or old age rather than battle. She is the daughter of trickster Loki and the giantess Angerbutha. So the prompt for this one is a product that you half love and half ignore, because she is half and half. And for that I picked the Becca and Jaclyn Hill Champagne Collection Face Palette. This is my Pan That Face palette for the year, so you know, a little extra love and attention couldn't hurt. Oddly enough, this is probably the product I did the best on. I reached for it a total of 14 times. However, my goal was to make sure I used every shade at least once. This is going to be a little upside down and backwards from how you normally see it, but Champagne Pop is the top closest to me, and this one I got 6 uses on. Prosecco is the other shade on the top, and I got 3 uses on that one. The bottom row closest to me, the first shade is Rose Spritz, and I used it 8 times. The middle shade on the bottom is Vanilla Quartz, and I used it 6 times. And then Pamplemousse on the bottom furthest away from me, I used it 3 times. So that means goal met. I kid you not, as I was filming this, there was a dead spider that just fell from the ceiling. That was, startling. Next prompt we have is for Balder. Balder is the Norse god of light, joy, purity, and beauty. He is the son of Odin and Frigg. He was so fair and good that light seemed to just radiate from him. His tragic death was by a mistletoe arrow that was tricked by Loki, and is the key omen signaling the start of Ragnarok. And we know what Ragnarok is because we had that prompt a little while ago. This one is a product that you have been saving for a special occasion that is really close to going bad, and in this case, I don't know how it hasn't gone bad. The product that I picked was my MAC Cream Sheen in Samantha Ravndal. This product came out in April of 2017. I don't know how it is still holding on. Color-wise, it is described as a light shell pink. This was released so long ago that it only costed $21. MAC lipsticks are now like $34 where I live. My goal with this lipstick was to use it 10 times, which I think was a little bit overzealous. I have a lot of lipsticks in my lip service project pan that I'm also trying to get to, so you know what? Getting 3 uses on it this past month, I'm happy with that. And the last prompt we picked was for Frigg or Frigga. It sounds like it's mostly Frigg, and then Frigga is more of like a new age version of how people use it. She is the highest ranking goddess. As the queen of Asgard and wife of Odin, she is the goddess of marriage, motherhood, prophecy, and wisdom. Her name means beloved, and the English weekday Friday is actually named after her. And this is a product that you would or did wear on your wedding day. And this has to be my favorite product I picked last month because I think it's actually my favorite fragrance of all time. This is the Terry Mugler Alien Liqueur de Parfum. This features an amber woodsy scent profile built with rum-inspired aging in toasted oak casks. Top notes are jasmine, sambac, and floral notes, which really surprised me because I don't usually like florals, nor do I smell that. Middle notes are almond and cashmeran, and base notes are amber and woodsy note. Those I definitely definitely get. It says it has a unique process, aged in toasted oak casks using a technique inspired by fine rum production, giving it a rich and subtly almondy and boozy warmth. I am scared to use this up because this honestly is like my favorite scent. That being said, my goal was to use it 10 times this past month and I definitely didn't hit that. I did, however, reach for it 5 times, which I think is pretty decent, also given how many other fragrances I'm working on. And the fact that I have a hard time reaching for something so elegant and awesome for just regular casual days. This to me is like that special occasion kind of scent. But why can't every day be a special occasion? We are down to our last 8 prompts, so I'm going to do 4 today, 2 next month, and 2 the following month after that, just because I am in school, so I thought I'd do the bulk of them at the start, so that way if things get overwhelming, at least I only have 2 products to worry about in the future. That being said, we have numbers 1 through 8, and the first number we're going to pick is 5. The second number is 4. Third number is 3, and last is 6. I thought it was gonna be 2. Alright, let's go check the prompts and see what we got. The first prompt we had was number 5, and that is for cedar. The practice of cedar is believed to be a form of magic, which is related to both the telling and shaping of the future. The prompt for this one was either a dark or witchy product, and I think I have a perfectly fitting one to go for it. This was part of the Smashbox and Hood Witch Crystallized collection. It is the Crystallized Highlighter, and this was a gel to powder formula. It is in the shade Optimistic, which they described as a warm peach iridescent. It is inspired by Spirit Court. The inspiration for this collaboration was ancient beauty rituals, crystal healing, and positive mantras. I think my goal this week is going to be to use every product 5 times. I think 10 was a little bit much. The next prompt was for Skoll and Haiti. They are 2 giant wolves that chase the sun and the moon across the sky. They are the children of Fenrir, which we also learned previously. Skolls, whose name means treachery or mockery, likes to chase the sun goddess Sol across the heavens, while Haiti, whose name means he who hates, pursues Mani, the personified moon. The prompt for this one was a duo product, and oddly enough, I have nothing in my collection that is a 2-piece product, so I decided to go with products that go together. And both of these products could use a little bit of love. They are the Hollow Taco Peely Base and the Matte Taco. So we have a base and a top coat, and again, going for 5 uses. And for the fact that I only used these once in the past month, I think that's gonna be a challenge. Prompt 3 was for Iden. She is the goddess of youth, spring, and rejuvenation. She is also the keeper of the magical golden apples that the gods must eat in order to stay young and immortal. For this, the prompt was a perfume or a scented product, and I picked the DKNY Be Delicious Fresh Blossom. I do believe the original was actually inspired by apples. Fresh Blossom is gentle and airy as the first days of spring and shy buds, which open the door to awakening of nature and new yearly cycles of color and scents. The base note in this product does include red apples. And prompt 6, which was our last prompt, is for Heimdall. He is the watchful guardian of the gods. He lives at Himmelbjorg, where the Rainbow Bridge Bifrost meets the sky. The prompt for this product was an eye product, and I decided to go with my least used eyeshadow shade in my Pan palette. And the unfortunate shadow goes to the shade right here called Strawberry Pear. Strawberry Pear is a velvet satin, which is a smooth, highly pigmented formula that gives a soft, low sheen or muted satin finish. The shade is described as a vibrant coral. So that is my update for this month. We got some new products to work with, and we've also learned some new things about Norse mythology. Thank you for checking in today, and after today's lessons, you all deserve to go get yourself an A&W Team Burger to support MS Canada. But thank you for watching this video all the way to the end. It definitely encourages me and it helps my channel out. And until the next one I see you in, I hope the day treats you well. Bye!